to kick off week 5 on the CFL sked, and it is the Argos looking to bounce back from their first loss of the season on the road for the first time this year as well. For the Riders, who are 3-0 to start the year, quarterback making his first start, just one of the many different storylines we'll keep tabs on tonight.
Yeah, well, there's two young guns that'll be leading their teams tonight. First of all, for Saskatchewan, Shea Patterson at the University of Michigan has been around the CFL since 21 when he spent half a season in BC. But this will be his first start in Canadian football tonight. The Argos QB1 has a little more experience than Patterson, but not much more. Start number 6 for Cameron Dukes. He is 3-2. First start at Mosaic Stadium.
Ryan Dinwiddie and his Argos have won 4 in a row against the Riders. That's after losing 8 in a row to the Riders. So they've turned things around against Saskatchewan, and Corey Mace looking to go to 4-0 in his first season. Last time the Riders were 4-0, 2013. Expecting some rain in the forecast, but not until much later tonight. A little bit delay due to a lightning strike, but everybody's ready to go. 22 degrees here at kickoff. The Riders, this place will erupt if they open the season 4-0. And the Argos, first of 3 straight games on the road, as they will continue this 3-game road trip. They go to Montreal, and then they go to Hamilton. Thursday night football presented by New York Fries, set for kickoff. Lawler will get us started, and we are underway in Regina. Janarian Grant waits it at the 10. Back to the 20. Grant's kicking it outside. Breaks one tackle, trying to find some space. He'll get it to the 35. Now the 40-45 before he's pushed out of bounds. And nice field position for Cameron Dukes after the return from Janarian Grant.
Nice completion percentage for Cameron Dukes after 3 games. You mentioned the Argos are 2-1. Dukes 3-2 as a starter going back to last year. He's completed 76% of his passes and a great touchdown interception ratio. Didn't throw a pick in his first 2 games. First 2 starts this year. 5 touchdowns, just 1 interception.
That first loss of the season, 30-20 against the unbeaten Montreal Alouettes, the defending champs. Toronto starts on their own 47. They'll hand it off. Kadeem Carey doesn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Up front for the Argos, 2 veterans that should be in their primes, both 30 years old, and Isaiah Cage and Dejon Allen at the tackle positions. Both have over 4 years of experience in the league playing well. And there is Kadeem Carey, the leading rusher in the Canadian football heading into week 5.
Will not be easy to rush the ball tonight against this Riders defense, allowing just 32.7 yards per game on the ground. 2nd and 12 after a loss of a couple. Dukes with 3 options out to his left. And a whistle blows. Flag back in the Riders secondary here.
Time count violation. Toronto, number 11. 5-yard penalty. Remains. 2nd down.
Yeah, I mentioned Cameron Dukes doesn't have much more experience than Shea Patterson, even though it's Patterson's first start ever. It's just number 6 for Dukes. He's never started here at Mosaic. It can get loud, as you know. You maybe register 1 time count already up for the fans here in Saskatchewan.
Well, and that will just get the fans going even more. Backs him up 5, 2nd and 17. Not a great situation here early. 3-man pressure. Dukes over the middle, down the field, up for grabs, and it falls incomplete. Looking for Rashid Bailey in a whole heap of traffic.
Nelson Lacombo got a good jump on that. He's playing that safety spot, and safeties are the guys that can fool young quarterbacks. Can sit back there, play the ball, play their look. Little bender route right here to the middle, and look at number 21 cut underneath that. Almost had it, just didn't make the catch.
Haggerty lets it fly. Alford will watch it bounce, takes it just inside the 20, and is wrapped up shy of the 30 on the return. First time as a CFL starting quarterback. Here's a look at Shea Patterson.
Came in off the bench when Trevor Harris went down in their last game, went 4 of 10, so not spectacular numbers there, but did get the win when finished off for Trevor Harris. Harris on the 4-6 game now. I say 4-6 because he's on the 6th game, but they can take him off early if he heals faster. No surgery for Harris. Just be I would guess ahead of schedule. That's the type of guy he is. Heals quickly.
Nice start to the season with this 3-0 record. Gives them a little bit of cushion with Harris not having to force it. A.J. Ouellette, the former Argo, right up the middle and a big part of this Riders offense.
Well, Jamarcus Hardwick up front at right tackle has been everything that they thought he would be coming over in free agency and join the Saskatchewan Roughriders, really solidifying that offensive line, and they're going to need that offensive line to play well to get A.J. Ouellette going in this one, because he's coming off his best game as a Rider, plus he's playing against, if you saw the pregame show, you saw my wrestling setup between these two guys, A.J. Ouellette and Wynton McManus. Let's go.
A few collisions in the cards here tonight. Argos will bring a little bit of pressure. Patterson gets it away behind Keyshawn Johnson, who was the intended target, drawing into the lineup tonight. And it'll be a 2-and-out here for the Riders. It'll take some time to settle in here, I would think, Glenn. Maybe a little nerves.
Well, you know, with Shea Patterson, again, you know, University of Michigan, he started his college days at Ole Miss, played a couple years there, and then 2 years with Michigan, and actually had some better numbers than pretty big name quarterbacks. Tom Brady.
Never heard of him. 3rd and 6 here. Korsak lets it fly. Grant takes it cleanly, looking for a hole. Finds a little bit of space, and here he goes. Janarian Grant down to the 40. The race is on. Down to the 20. He will not be caught as he walks it home for the touchdown all the way down the field. Janarian Grant, and the Argos strike first in spectacular fashion. 83-yard return for Grant.
You wonder when the returners, we have such great returners in Canadian football, when were they going to get going? We only had one return going into week 5 for a touchdown, a kickoff return from Ottawa. This is the first punt return for a touchdown this year. This time last year we had 4. That's the first.
One
down the middle.
Broken tackle there. I told you before the game tonight, I said, Mario Alford, Janarian Grant injected into my veins.
Could happen.
There's Janarian Grant doing his part.
Let's go, baby.
Argos will go for 2 here. Dukes hands it off, walks it in. There is a flag, and that looks like it's against the Argos, and it is.
Well, whatever penalty this is, they still have to go for 2. They can't change their mind now that they got a penalty.
Holding, Toronto, number 36. It's a 10-yard penalty. We'll repeat the convert.
It's Albert Awachi, the former Rider.
Awachi lines up as a tight end, slides down to protect, and then a tackle at the point of attack. No question the holding there. Great call by the official, and the Argos will have to go for 2 from 13-yard line.
Looking for that early 8-0 lead. Looks to his left, throws to his left, towards the corner, and it bounced off a couple of bodies, and Daniels could not haul it in. Janarian Grant did this so well for the Bombers for so many years. Broke 1 tackle. See you later. Janarian Grant. House call here in the first.
This is how fast Janarian Grant is. That's Saskatchewan Roughrider Roland Milligan, one of their best tacklers, best tackler in the secondary for sure. And watch the speed and power from Janarian Grant. Stop it there. Now Milligan's got to get his head on the other side when he makes this tackle. Might slow Grant down a little bit, but that burst in the middle is why he couldn't get his head on the right side of that tackle, and Grant ran through the arms.
Korsak really didn't have a shot at him, I don't think.
No. With all due respect, that wasn't happening.
Now taken just inside the 10. And Hickson on the return. A flag falls at the 30.
During the return, holding, Saskatchewan, number 49. It's a 10-yard penalty, first down.
Again, some flashes when I talk about Shea Patterson winning the job in training camp and battling with Mason Fine to get it. And by all accounts, Corey Mason, coaching staff said he's had a very good week of practice. So is his teammates, saying that they threw a lot at him in practice, not just scripted stuff. Threw a lot of different looks at him, and he handled it very well, read the defense well, and we're making the right throws. So we'll see if he can settle in here.
Saw the one quote, he does everything right. So they're looking for him to keep that going here tonight. Backed up after that penalty, gets it away. Quick completion, Schaefer Baker. And that'll be enough for a Rider first down.
Argos up front. Jake Seresna's got a couple of sacks along with Jared Brinkman on that defensive line. Here's the key in the matchup. Wynton McManus, 20 total tackles for McManus. He had 9 in their last game versus Montreal. And then in the secondary, I mentioned the safety because when you have real young quarterbacks, the safeties can mess around with them. They might end up getting one.
First and 10 from the 29. Pressure right in his face, trying to get away, but he's tripped up and taken down, pushing it ahead, I believe, for some positive yardage, but not much.
This is another thing we can expect to see, you know, for both defenses. Both defenses are going to send pressure from that second level and probably from the secondary as well. And they're going to try and outnumber the blocking schemes so they can put pressure on these young quarterbacks to see if they can handle it. See if they can handle the pressure, make the right throws, not throw it into the wrong spots or to the wrong color.
Don't want to do that. 2nd and 9. Roulette stands in to the right of his quarterback. He gets it away quickly, and that one falls incomplete. Was looking back in the direction of Schaefer Baker once again.
Well, that's what I mean. That was blitz again from Toronto, and the right read by Patterson. You have to throw hot because you can't block them all, so he throws hot. Just the ball wasn't accurate enough. And by the way, Deshaun Amos was close.
He was lurking too.
He was close.
When you talk about veteran guys, he's a 6-year guy in the league, 2nd year with the Argos, and he was creeping there, wasn't he? Jack set to let it fly again from the 20. Janarian Grant waits. Gets it bounced at the 35. Bounces right off of him, but he's able to scoop it up. Grant with a spin move into traffic and take it down just outside the 35 after a 51-yard kick for Corey Mace and his Riders this season. Pretty impressive numbers.
Yeah, big reason for that 3-0 record is their defense playing well, especially against the run. I mean, that's first by a long shot, allowing just 32.7 yards per game in 3 games against the run. This is the leading rusher in the league in Kadeem Carey. Something's got to give tonight.
Yeah, 100%. The Argos, 136.3 yards per game on the ground, and they'll use it out into the flat this time. As they get McMahon involved in the offense against his Riders D.
If you're good against the run, you're good in the middle of your defensive line. That's Micah Johnson and Anthony Lanier playing well in those interior spots. There's Jameer Thurman, who had a pick in their last game. He's got a couple fumble recoveries as well. And I think the production out of the boundary side of this secondary has been unbelievable. Roland Milligan and Deontay Williams, outstanding on that short side.
They missed Milligan so much last season when he was introduced. Quick fake, now down the field, deep shot, no, it drops incomplete. Just inside the 35.
They're talking right now between Williams and Milligan. That was a short side attack on a deep ball with Coxie. The production for these two guys is 33 defensive tackles in 3 games. 4 knockdowns, an interception, and a forced fumble. I mean, that's a lot of production from 2 players in the boundary.
At some point, don't you just stay away from that side of the field?
Well, they went after him right away. They actually had Coxie behind him.
Haggerty, 3rd and 5, kicks it away. Alford waiting, taking at the 12. And Mario Alford trying to find that far side of the field, and he does as well. Turns it back and goes down just outside the 32. Returners on display so far here.
I'm very nervous nervous yesterday when we spoke with him. I think it's just a matter of him getting into rhythm. But some guys he might be able to get into rhythm with might be Jairus Stearns or Keyshawn Johnson tonight, as those two stuck back with him during the bye week last week, and they all took time to work together with the news that obviously Trevor Harris would not be returning. Asked Shea Patterson about who's been reaching out to him this week of the news of him getting his first CFL start. He said, yeah, I've had a few phone calls. I actually haven't answered all of them, but the family is all watching down in Texas. So we say hi to our Texas viewers tonight, guys.
On a happy Independence Day as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. July 4th, or down in Texas or Nashville, they'll call that July.
Of course, it was on this day back in 1996 that Will Smith saved the earth. What a run here. Look at that push.
Well, you know, Shea Patterson has that background we touched on. University of Michigan, a couple of years there, and take a look at most passing yards per game record for that school. Big school, obviously, Div 1, and Shea Patterson leads the way, and there's the name we were talking about. Just, he's familiar in some ways, trying to figure out who that guy was, but also has more yards passing than Tom Brady at University of Michigan.
Playing behind a guy who's watching on the sideline there, and Trevor Harris, who's put up his fair share of yards in this league. And the news is not that bad. Like you mentioned, on the 6th game, can bring him off a little bit early if necessary. He's been excellent so far this season. I mean, the offense for the Riders has been terrific with Trevor Harris at the helm. Now they're going to move this ball back a little bit, saying his forearm was down before that secondary push that we did see.
Let's take another look. There's McManus trying to blow it up. He just goes past the target, and that's where the forearm goes down. So he's down by contact right there, and it'll end up being about a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Still a heck of an effort.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. That's, again, this is a clash of the Titans. Look at him. 45 versus 48. Yeah. Former teammates. Not right now. Not for the next 3 hours.
2nd and 6. More pressure. Patterson in a little bit of trouble. Trying to get away. He will not. Taken down. Tripped up at the end. Finished off by Mason Pierce. And the Argos defense causing all sorts of issues for Patterson in his CFL debut start.
Well, you know, the coach in Corey Mace has asked or talked to Patterson about using his legs. If he sees something, if he sees an escape lane, go ahead and take it. Robbie Smith slows him down off the edge, and then his teammates get to him.
First career sack for Mason Pierce. Orszak kicks this one away. That'll hang up there right around midfield. Comes down to Grant at the 40. Grant spins off one tackle after a 43-yard kick, and then he's taken down just outside his own 45. Argos defense. Suits, how many hot dogs do you think you could eat in 5 minutes?
Half of one. Because my doctor would stop me.
Stop you. No, me too. I probably only have one.
I'm kidding. When I see those pictures, I'll go for 2 or 3 of them.
On the ground again. Ball pops out. Hopped on immediately by the Riders. Jameer Thurman, after it pops out of the hands of Kadeem Carey. And Saskatchewan's defense answers back. How about that?
Well, there's a stat in the CFL that talks about just straight takeaways. You know, you look at a player, and how many times on defense has he taken the ball away from the offense? And Jameer Thurman, coming into this game, led the CFL with 3 of them. Add a 4th, because this is a fumble recovery, a pick in their last game. 4 takeaways for Thurman. And what does that mean? What does that stat really mean? It means that you're hustling to the football no matter what. You're one of the first guys there. Good things happen when you hustle.
C.J. Avery with the hit that caused the fumble. Jameer Thurman there to scoop it up. Patterson on the 47. Handoff. Spin move. A little bit of space. And Ouellette takes it up just shy of the 40.
All right.
His energy's starting to go a little bit here, isn't it?
All right. Let's see Thor versus McManus. Number 48's trying to scrape to the hole. He does a nice little spin move. 1-0, 45. That's I'm going to keep track. That wasn't the spin move. It was earlier, but McManus had him in the hole.
That's pretty smooth, wasn't it?
Well, it was a great run and a great spin move on Wynn McManus. And when we talked to Ouellette this week, he talked about being in Argo and practicing against Wynn. And when they practiced against each other, of course, you don't bring a running back down defensively. You don't tackle them in practice. So you get in position, and then you talk about each other. You get in position, and you say, I would have tackled you there. And then Ouellette would say, no, you wouldn't have tackled me. I would have made you miss there. And there's his numbers with the Argos. Of course, 1,000-yard season last year. That's why it's such a fun matchup to watch on the games inside the game.
Well, look at that progression, too, right? The more opportunity he got, continued to make the most of it, and cashed in with that 1,000-yard season last year, the 8 touchdowns, gets himself a deal here with the Riders, and I think a guy with the style that he plays, embraced very much by this community.
He said to us that Wynton McManus has got one of the top football IQs he's ever been around. Just a real smart football player, one of their leaders.
6 hard yards for Ouellette, 2nd and 4. Argo's going to bring the heat again. Patterson takes off right up the middle. He's wrapped up by McManus and taken down at the 40. Just a short gain.
And this is what happens when McManus missed Ouellette on the spin move. He goes, okay, that's it. I don't care what play they're running this time. I'm getting there. And he slides across, gets to Shea Patterson, and puts him on the ground. Wasn't one-on-one against his old teammate Ouellette, but he got to Patterson in a hurry.
Riders unable to take advantage of the great field position after the turnover, but they are setting up to attempt a 48-yard field goal. Lawther 6 of 7 on the year. This one from the right hash, and it is up, and that is through. It is good. The Riders are on the board.
You missed that one, and number 3's back there, and he likes this stadium, doesn't he? This is back when he was a Winnipeg Blue Bomber, one of the great returns I've seen in recent memory, as he beat all 12 cover guys for the Riders with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and what was it, just a spectacular return. And then tonight, he got after it again.
Yeah, you don't see him run out of gas very often. He was exhausted at the end of that one. But yeah, he's done well here at Mosaic. Didn't have to fend off near as many guys tonight. Found that clear path and he was gone. But as far as dangerous threats go in this league, maybe none more so than Janari and Grant. Handoff right up the middle, back to the line of scrimmage for the Argos. Lanier on the tackle.
Anthony Lanier stepped up there. I mean, that was, again, a run blitz on first down from Saskatchewan. Deciding to basically take all the gaps and plug them with a player. And make Kadeem Carey or whomever's running the ball for the Argos try to bounce outside and then get the angles on him there. Corey Mace, former Argo defensive coordinator, and the head coach in Saskatchewan.
2nd and 10 for Dukes. Has some time. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket on the run. Throws down the field, drops it in there. And a completion to another former Bomber, Rasheed Bailey.
Well, this is a nice throw by Cameron Dukes because he has to escape out this way. And when he does, he's throwing on the full run going there and then has to just kind of knife it in but keep it to the inside of Rasheed Bailey. You saw the coverage and where it was coming from.
Back on the ground again, right up the middle. Kadeem Carey gets at least half of what they need on first down.
You know, that's great composure and accuracy from Dukes in just 176 attempts in his CFL career. So again, really young, inexperienced, finding his way, but real smart so far this season with the football. That directional throw, that throw to the inside shoulder, it may be a small thing, but it may have saved the pick.
Yeah, you go the other way, you're in a whole lot of trouble there. Yeah. 2nd and 4. Dukes does it himself, up the middle, stopped just shy, awfully close to that first down marker. Still depend on the spot, might have got it.
You know, and he'll run too. mean, they're not afraid to run Cameron Dukes.
Yeah, coming into the game, 78 yards on the ground on 14 carries. Thurman is there to take him down just shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd and inches here.
This is my first Argo game. I think it might be yours too.
This season, yeah.
Yeah, this season.
It's fun to watch. Dukes in there, short yardage. Got that push to the right side, and that'll be a first down for the visitors.
And it's you know, we're still in the first quarter, just wrapping up the first quarter here, but I've already really enjoyed watching sort of the fundamentals from Cameron Dukes. You saw in that last play, the second down play, where he went through his fake, hand the ball off, he goes through his fake, and he continues with it. And those were small things, they're details, but it can influence a defender. And if it freezes a guy like Micah Johnson for 1 second, you got a chance.
Nick Mann in the game and running back. Good flare out to the right, come to the left side. Complete to Neal, but nowhere to go after the catch. As he is taken down, C.J. Rivas among others in on the tackle there.
Tommy Neal, from the 4th round pick back in 2021, comes back to the football, but not much room there in the green jerseys flying around.
7th catch of the season for Neal. Took a yard loss, so it's 2nd and 11.
Oh, way offside.
Way offside, yeah, there's the flag. Dukes is out to the right, now turns it upfield. Another flag on the play. Dukes taken down again by Thurman. One of the receivers was well offside, and then a second play came as well.
Yeah, we're talking 5-6 yards offside.
Justin McInnes calling the shots
Offside,
here.
Toronto, number 88. That penalty is declined. Holding, Toronto, number 52. It's a 10-yard penalty. We'll repeat second down.
We'll take the bigger one.
Castro, the center.
University of Calgary product. And when Duke started scrambling, he got the hold. So it'll be 2nd and a bunch.
All the way back out to the Rider 51. Riders will bring 3 right up the middle. Dukes dumps it off. Kadeem Terry catches it. Gets a block. Tracked down from behind, just shy of the original line of scrimmage. And that will do it for the opening 15 minutes here at Mosaic. Return from Janarian Grant's highlight of the night here on Thursday Night Football. The Argos lead 6-3. Special teams and defense, really the story so far.
Well, 2 young quarterbacks, and the numbers reflect that. And happy Independence Day to all of our friends down south. Like I mentioned on the air moments ago, they call it down in Tennessee July. Not July, July.
The 4th of July.
The 4th of July, and A.J. Ouellette, both national anthems sung tonight. And one of the great aspects of Canadian football is when Americans come up, they fall in love with the game, they fall in love with the sport, they fall in love with our style of football and our country, and they make this their home. And one of the great examples of that is the late George Reed here in Saskatchewan, who did just that. Came up from the States, became a star player in the CFL, fell in love with the country, and then raised his family here in Saskatchewan.
Become a legend, playing our game, stick around for good. Arwalahu knocks it up, puts it through, and the Argos go on top 9-3 here very early in the second quarter. A.J. Ouellette, part of a storyline here tonight that really is quite impressive. Both these teams give up nothing so far this season on the ground. First and second best run defenses in the league. Riders haven't generated much on 9th right now in offense on the ground so far this year. And the Argos have the best rushing attack in the league. So I'm wondering what this game comes down to in the end. I really am, because the Argos, they run the ball so well, but the Riders are so good at defending it. You got Shea Patterson in making his first CFL start. Still trying to get the hang of it.
Clear as mud.
Patterson gets this one away, almost intercepted. Oh boy, Benji Franklin probably wants that one back.
You know, I used to love, and I'm sure Davis did too, sitting in the panel, used to love as a DB playing against a young quarterback, because they will get locked in and they will look where they're going to throw. And that time Shea Patterson just stared that little curl route down, and you see him looking that way the whole way. And Franklin, you know, just a second-year player, but he's going, hey, if you're going to stare it down, I'm taking it.
He left Keyshawn Johnson, and he went after that ball. But brings some pressure this time. Patterson gets it away. That one over the head of the intended target, Picton, and through and over the hands of Priester.
Just got a little bit quieter here at Mosaic Stadium with a couple of 2-and-outs and a couple of very near interceptions by the Argos.
1-6 start for Patterson. Korsak kicks it away. Grant takes it and taken down just shy of the 25.
But I go back in a minute to the land of the wicked wheat fields and old dirt roads. La da da, name of the whippoorwills will. The coyotes cry way back in the holler where the moon shines.
Cameron Dukes 4 of 9 to start the game for just 33 yards. I've been trying to get Kadeem Carey going on the ground. He's had 4 carries, but just for a total of 4 yards so far. So that's something we were talking about with the Riders defense. Carey stands in to the left. Take the handoff, get it away quickly. That's caught at the 30 and driven back from there as Daniels brings it in.
Well, one of the things that, you know, I'm tracking in this game tonight is where both these running backs, either Kadeem Carey or A.J. Ouellette for Saskatchewan, where are they running the ball? Where are they trying to attack? So there's, when you look up at the line of scrimmage, there's the A gap both sides. That's between center and guard, both sides. So strong A and weak A. And then between guard and tackle is strong B and weak B. And then outside of tackles are the C gaps. So where are they trying to get the edge or run the football?
2nd and 4. Pressure right up the middle. Dukes takes off. Can he get the first down? Yes. He runs out of bounds. Cameron Dukes using his feet. Move the chains.
Well, I like the move right in the pocket. Watch how quick his feet are here to avoid this rush right down the middle. I mean, that was right down Main Street. I think it was DeVere that was right in his face, and he just made him miss. And showed some great speed. Got to protect that football a little bit, get it under the arm a little bit earlier once you cross the line of scrimmage.
Fresh set from the 36. Riders will bring some pressure this time. Wide open on the far side of the field. Another first down. Lunging out at the 46. Coachy with his first catch of the ball game.
That's another way to beat pressure. Get it out of your hands as quick as you can. So it's quick game. Bang. 2 steps and away he goes.
Argos moving quickly here. Dukes. Daniels again. Milligan is there to make the tackle, and not much of a pickup.
That was a route combination with the slot running and out, DeVaris Daniels, and the wideout, Coxie, running a go route. Now keep that, just register that one, because he pump fakes the deep one, Dukes does, but it's covered down. Williams takes that. I'm sure they're going to come back to that look.
Need 7 more here on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly again. That's hauled in. First down. Coxie broke 1 tackle with stiff arm. And eventually he's forced out of bounds on the far side of the field.
Love it. This time, same combination, but different route. Remember, we saw the out from the interior, the slot back, and the go route from the wide out. This time they switch it out. Go route or a little bender from the slot, and the wide wideout. Coatsy got that in.
This time they'll go to Bailey. He gets just beyond the line of scrimmage. Second and long.
So a couple ways that you can defend against that in the short side. Deontay Williams and Roland Milliken can get up and play press. Right in the line of scrimmage. You play press man. That's when the guys want to go deep. And just a jump ball, contested throw. Let's see who wins it.
Four options out to the wide side right for Dukes. Looks over the middle, now throws it at the feet of his running back with some pressure in his face.
Deontay Williams did get up and press that time, but the call play went to a screen, and it was covered well because it was a man look, so it was the screen back was recovered. But you see, this is what the press, after those two route combinations that moved the ball, 2 completions, Williams says, enough of that, I'm going to get up and I'm going to start pressing and stay there. Now the play didn't go that side, but that's the reaction to those first 2 completions.
Just in time. Alford takes it at the 10, 37-yard kick. And Alford takes it back out just beyond the Rider 15.
In trouble, you go in the water with him.
Oh, that look on Kermit's going to change for Shark Week. He'll be terrified the entire time.
So the frog goes in the cage goes in the water, the shark's in the water. Our shark. Farewell and adieu.
We're going to need a bigger boat, Suits. We're going to need a bigger boat. Sharks are one of the main reasons I don't go in the ocean. Yeah, they really are.
Oh, what are the chances? Come on.
I mean, it happens. I'm sure Shark Week has all the stats on it.
This is good production on first down, and this is, again, an example of trying to get a little bit different look. Instead of right between the tackles, they get Frankie Hickson a little bit of a pitch to get out on the edge.
I like whenever we get a look at Frankie Hickson.
Yep, explosive.
Yep, certainly can be. Played 10 games last year. Stands in there to the left of his quarterback here. Patterson, a quick fake. Now over the middle. Drops it in there. Stearns, and that's the best completion of the ball game for Shea Patterson.
Yeah, you heard Brett earlier in the show talk about how there's some nice chemistry between Patterson and Stearns, and maybe even Keyshawn Johnson before this one's over tonight, because when you're QB2, you play with the backups, and Stearns is new to the team. He was a starter to start the season, but in camp he would have worked with Patterson a ton. That's his best throw of the night, obviously.
First and 10 up to the Rider 48. Argos bring 5. Patterson gets it away. They find Johnson. Keyshawn Johnson takes it out just shy of midfield.
There you go, Keyshawn Johnson getting involved. He would have been on the scout team that Patterson would have played against in the defensive emphasis in practice. So the number 1 D's out there, you've got scripts on cards to practice against them, and the number 2s go against the number 1 D. Often they'll go 1 against 1s at times, but when they're trying to give the D a look, that's where they'll build their own chemistry.
Second and 4. Patterson's got first down as he goes to the veteran Canadian receiver Picton down at the Argos 50.
Got a little bit of a rhythm here going now. 3 completions in a row, standing strong in the pocket. It started to collapse a little bit. He hung in there, and then found that window.
Pretty good zip on that ball. That's the Riders' offense, the best they've looked so far here tonight. There's OC Mark Mueller. Calling the game here for Patterson. Turns, takes the handoff, and tried to go back to Letts, but it was batted down by Parrish.
Derek Parrish read that one. He actually flattened out his rush. He was going up the field, and he's going to flatten it out and basically stop the line of scrimmage and then just swat this one. Again, just a small thing, but I think that should be a pass a knockdown. That's a knockdown. Parrish gets his hand on it. He knocks it down. A DB making a play should be a pass defended.
Separated.
Separated.
2nd and 10 for Patterson. Escapes the pocket. Throws to the far side of the field. Pushing ahead, Schaefer Baker. What an extra effort. Got some help from his friends as well. Ferland was there to push him along.
He got to the marker. They gave him the first down. That's a great second effort. He was 4 yards short there, and there's a he's left awake. Cut inside, absorb a couple of hits, keep the legs going. A little help from his friend Logan Ferland in behind and getting the push, and Shea Patterson loved that.
A couple of Argos are down on the field being looked at here. Jordan Williams is one of them. Parrish the other.
See lineman. You see Parrish down here, number 97. Watch his knee. It kind of twists in a bad way. He actually gets back up and gets back into the tackle, and there's the second one in Williams, and whether his knee or ankle kind of got twisted underneath it too. So we'll see what if they can walk those injuries off.
We saw Jake Seresna leave the field earlier with an injury as well. They've got 3 defensive linemen on the front right now. Handoff to A.J. Ouellette. Tackle made by Kazar, but pretty good pickup for Ouellette.
Well, there's Jake Seresna. So he looks like he is done for the night. And we'll find out about Jordan Williams and Derek Parrish. But that's 3 of their defensive linemen and 2 starters. So not surprising at all that the very next play for the Saskatchewan offense was a run in the B gap to A.J. Ouellette.
Robbie Smith, Val Hawley, Brinkman, and Hansen. The other defensive lineman dressed. Patterson right over the middle with that pressure in his face. And that's Emelis for the first time. Emelis with a spin move down to the 5. He's there. Touchdown Riders. Emelis works some magic. And Patterson finds them. Tied at 9.
This is how you read and make a team pay for the blitz. Full out blitz for the Argos on defense. Leaves the one-on-ones. Patterson figured out it. He read it. He saw it. He got it way to the hot route. That was Emelis, and Emelis did the rest.
Second touchdown of the season for Emelis. Mother for the lead. And he strokes that one home. Saskatchewan on top. 10-9. An 8-play, 94-yard drive that took just over 4.5 minutes. Spin move. See you later. Emelis.
The hot routes. You hit the hot route when you got a guy that coming off the edge you can't block. If you can get it out there, now you're one-on-one with your receiver and DBs, and Sam Emelis, some pretty moves in the open field.
High stepping it to the house was Emelis.
Sometimes it's a numbers game. It's a straight numbers game.
First career passing touchdown for Shea Patterson. McMahon on the return. Tripped up. Bounces just outside the 25. I think a late hit here. Flag comes in right at the end. Knocked the helmet of McMahon off.
Let's go back and we'll get back to that penalty. Six blockers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pass rushers. That's the blitz, outnumbering the guys you have to block. Emelis.
Unnecessary roughness, Saskatchewan, number 38. It's 15-yard penalty, first down.
So Emelis is the hot route. He's got to put the brakes on and turn outside and present his hands in a target for Shea Patterson. He's got to read it. They both have to be on the same page. Execution was excellent and a lot of heavy lifting by Emelis. So now you're going to see this penalty against the Riders. Gives Dukes good field position here.
Jaden Dahlke hit with the flag. Moves the Argos up to the 42. Back on the ground again. Carey trying to find something, but he will not. Just a couple of yards. As once again in the mix, CJ Avery. He's had a nice start to the year as well.
Yeah, he has. He has coming in. He had 10 defensive tackles, a couple of picks, made some plays tonight as well. I think he's knocked down, and we'll add to that tackle pull. We'll have that first down play.
We need 7 more. Three options to the wide side left for Dukes. Over to his right. Deep shot right side looking for Coxie. Goes up and gets it. Got a foot down, didn't he? As Coxie hauls it in at the 35. Best catch of the ball game.
This is the matchup. Boy, they want this short side of the field, the Argos, and they're going to test Deontay Williams and Roland Milligan, two of the most productive DBs for the Riders in 3 games. That's just an outstanding catch. That's body control at its best, to go backwards, get the foot down, maintain concentration. Wow.
Back up the middle with Carey, Carney, and Johnson. Tag team the tackle there.
Devarius Daniels was being double teamed by Milligan, and inside linebacker. So the double team went into the slot back spot. That left on the outside Coxie in a one-on-one with Williams. And there it is, the contested throw and catch in field goal range.
Already 54 yards for Coxie in this ball game. 2nd and 8. Dukes in trouble. They get there and take him down. Micah Johnson with the salute. If it's his first sack of the season.
Just a little twist in the middle. Little twist up front between Lanier and Micah Johnson, and Johnson comes around the horn to get there.
Johnson beating Brian Cox to the quarterback there. Both had him in their sights. Aralahu from 47 to retake the lead for the visitors. That is up, and it is wide. Grabbed by Mario Alford, and we'll see what he can do. Alford trying to pick his way down the field, back into the end zone. Now with a burst up the near sideline. Alford tripped up just outside the 20 by Kassar. As he was looking for some daylight, it just did not come. Riders defense shuts the door.
In studio, did you know that New York Fries also serves delicious hot dogs? Who thinks the panel should have a hot dog eating contest at halftime? It's the 4th of July. Do it, Jess.
Joey Chestnut, this is for you.
I love it. I fully
see what you started.
I fully support that idea.
Yeah, and I'm in too.
Yeah. Riders start here on their own 23. AJ Ouellette again. Short pickup, nothing more, as both teams continue to defend well on the ground.
I mentioned that I was charting where they're running the ball with Ouellette, just to see if it's between the tackles or if they're trying to get him outside as well. And so far, it's been between the tackles. The only outside run was by Frankie Hickson. All of Ouellette's carries have been between these guys here.
Patterson needing 8 more. He's going to be in trouble this time. As he's falling, finds Ouellette, who hauled it in. Got it out to the 30. Won't be enough for a first down. Patterson kind of emerged from a group there and flipped it ahead. Good effort. Won't be enough, though. 3rd and 2.
Long 2. I don't think there's any chance that Corey Mace would go for it here. But yeah, that's Just making it up as you go along. Sometimes you got to do that. Yeah.
That waits with his ball standing on his own 16. Gets it away. It's going to bounce just inside the 40. Grant picks it up on the hop and is taken down after a 44-yard kick. And a very late flag. It just came out right at midfield.
Right in front of the Rider bench.
Well after the play.
We've offsetting misconduct penalties on the play. Toronto, number 19. Saskatchewan, number 32. It'll be first down.
Priester and A.J. Allen. Riders averaging 9.3 penalties per game. That's 9th in the league. A couple of guys getting involved there.
Allen's there to the left. Little push there.
Just under 90 seconds to work here for Dukes. Drive starts on his own 40, clears everybody out behind him. Now he's going to take off. Dukes makes a move, a little spin, stays on his feet. He's got a first down for the Argos. Thurman eventually on the tackle for the Riders.
Yeah, and all good. If you're an Argo fan, you're saying, all right, he's got a first down with his legs, got quick feet. This is all good. I'm not sure you want him taking too many of these hits, though, in the open field. That's Jameer Thurman coming.
This time tries to stay in the pocket. Backs up a bit, gets it away, falls incomplete. He was looking for Neal. But Neal could not haul it in. Moves well in the pocket, doesn't he?
Yeah, very quick. Very quick. Good fundamentals with his ball positioning and his ball ready to throw in a split second if he likes what he sees in coverage.
Head here. Riders are going to bring pretty much everybody. Dukes gets it away, and it's intercepted, taken out of the hands of Coatsy by Deontay Williams. Second turnover of the ball game for the Riders defense.
Well, they've been going after Williams. They've been working that short side, the boundary side of the field, and Dukes has got some completions over there to both Daniels and Coatsy. This is a crossing route that you'll see from the bottom of your screen all the way across. Blitz is picked up, so it gives Cameron Dukes a bit of a chance to get out there and spin out, and he sees the crosser from Coatsy, but then Deontay Williams just takes it from him. Watch as he's trailing, rips it out of his hand, and that's a pick.
First interception of the season for Deontay Williams. And with 63 seconds left, the Riders will start a drive on their own 52. Quick pass is a good one out to the 50 of the Argos to Schaefer Baker. Team leading third catch of the game for Baker. He's the only one with multiple receptions so far. Mind you, Patterson has connected with 6 different players already
and the great,
in this ball game.
Great blitz pickup to Emelis on that touchdown throw.
Second down and a couple more. This time Ouellette up the middle, first down. Stumbles ahead to the Argo 45 as they creep into Brett Lothar field goal range.
Ouellette and Winton McManus line up on opposite sides there. I don't know if that was by design to get Ouellette away from his old teammate.
Clock ticks towards 30. Patterson on the draw to Ouellette. Secondary push ahead for a short pickup.
This time,
first down.
This time, Dustin, they lined up right in front of each other, just basically staring each other down, and ran right at Wynton McManus. Now, the Riders got, I believe it was Peter Godber, out on McManus, so he had to go around the O-lineman to get to Ouellette. You see him calling the defenses from that middle linebacker spot.
2nd and 9. Ouellette again as the clock ticks down. A flag thrown just outside the 40 on the far side of the field with 3 seconds on the clock.
Well, if it's against the Riders,
it is against the Riders.
Coach Dinwiddie wants to take the penalty.
Offside, Saskatchewan, number 83. It's a 5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
It's up here. That's Stearns that is in the neutral zone, absolutely. It's a long one.
57 yards.
That's Janarian Grant back there. Just mention that. You need to settle in. Get your stance.
I'm ready.
Get ready.
Brett Lawther from 57 yards straight down the middle. Oh, off the bar. Just short. Just short. Couple more feet and he would have had it.
And it's a dead ball. No single point. Ball hits the upright. And oh, it actually hit the crossbar.
It did
just
hit
short,
the crossbar.
another foot, and it was a cross. Dead ball.
Look to give his team a little bit more of a cushion.
He's getting close.
We've got a 1-point game as we get set to begin the second half. 75% of the games so far this season have been decided in the final 3 minutes. Feel like we got another one of those brewing up here, don't we?
That's unreal. The guys are putting on a show. That's what that's about.
Riders will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Aralahu fires it away. Alford has to backpedal a couple of steps, takes it just inside the 10. Alford trying to find some space on the near side, gets it to the 30, puts on the brakes, now turns it up the sideline. Almost all the way up to midfield as Mario Alford has his time to shine.
Mario Alford can do it too. We've got 2 great ones, two good returners, and 2 young guns at quarterback. And it was a little rough going early on for Shea Patterson, but that was his best throw of the night. That got him started into a rhythm, a little bit of confidence after that, and then he picked up the blitz nicely after this first down throw. And a throw on the run. He got Emelis. Emelis did some good work with the ball after a nice spin move and a touchdown throw.
Patterson starting the game 1 for 6, but settling in nicely since then on the ground to Ouellette. And he's got about 6 yards on that first down carry. Is just excellent field position for the Riders to start the 3rd quarter.
And all the runs in the first half for A.J. Ouellette were between the tackles. So either strong or weak, but between the tackles. They have not tried to quick pitch him, get him outside, swing passes, anything like that. Now, with the defensive line being banged up a little bit of the Argos tonight, probably see more between the tackle runs.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, Jake Serezna left this ball game, has not returned. Argos will bring 5. Patterson gets it away. It's Emelis for a first down all the way up to the Argo 40.
Nice throw and catch, but I also just can appreciate the hustle and the speed of Wynton McManus getting out there. One of the first tacklers from his middle linebacker spot to get out to a wide receiver. And I agree with Davis. Jameer Thurman is no slouch. I mean, we're watching 2 great middle linebackers tonight.
1st and 10 for Patterson. Fakes the handoff. Dumps it out. And it falls incomplete. Schaefer Baker was around the area, but never had a crack at it, working there against Mason Pierce.
A little bit of a stunt coming from the Argos on defense. They're gonna. Fraser Sopik went on a blitz from his linebacker spot. That was picked up by Ouellette, but the coverage tight in the back end.
Second and 10 to keep this third quarter drive alive for Saskatchewan. Right over the middle. And that is complete for a first down. Schaefer Baker gets the job done.
Well, it's an easy read for Shea Patterson because Ouellette goes out here. Middle linebacker Wynn McManus goes with them. As soon as he goes with them, guess what's open? That middle to go to Schaefer Baker. So as soon as he exits, the middle linebacker's gone. The open throw is right down the middle.
10th completed pass of the game for Patterson. Riders appear to be in business here, down to the Toronto 28. Ouellette spinning off one tackle, breaking through another. Eventually, 2 or 3 Argos are there to have to bring them down.
You gotta love this. It's part of the game. It's such a great part of the game just to grind it out sometimes. You know, every inch is earned offensively. Look at the battles going on in there. D linemen, 260-pound guys. Ouellette just making sure that all 12 get involved to bring them down.
Just 3.8 yards per carry in this game, but that is a hard 3.8 yards per. Patterson now gets it away. Laying back was Keyshawn Johnson to get it. He'll be a couple yards shy of the first down, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Riders, and Lother will trot out onto the field.
Yeah, I was going to say it would be tempting, wouldn't it? 2 yards to go, kind of 2.5 almost. You're in plus territory here, almost in the red zone. Be tempting for Corey Mace, but I go with conventional wisdom, and this is take the points when you're in plus territory this early in the game.
Lother hitting the crossbar at the end of the first half. This one, calm and cool, knocks it through. Riders on top. 13-9 Argos and their offensive weapons set to take the field.
16 in that first half for 98 yards. Bought himself some time a couple of times. He didn't throw a touchdown and did throw 1 pick, but you know, that's one of those picks that weren't really his fault. I mean, he hit the receiver buying some time, and it was taken from him by Deontay Williams on the pick. So really the quarterback's fault in that case.
Leads his team in rushing with 22 yards. Kadeem Carey just 9 on 6 carries. Dukes over the middle, down the field, going up, getting it, and hauling it in is the veteran Daniels with Lacombo right on his back.
Cameron Dukes had to pay the price here. He needed another second in the pocket to get Daniels over the middle. And he gets hit around waist height. This is what the route looked like. Little dig route right to the hash mark and then into the middle of the field, and Lacombo makes a tackle from the safety spot.
Six offensive linemen into the game here for the Argos. Dukes turns, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, far side, trying to slide underneath it. Almost Marcus Sales. He had a good crack at that one, didn't he?
Well, it's a one-on-one from playing off. Marcus Sales is playing off on this out route, but if Cameron Dukes wants to throw, he's got to throw it now. Not 2 or 3 steps into the route, but he's got to throw it right when his receiver comes out of his break. He just took an extra step with the ball, and Marcus Sales closed on it quickly.
Second and 10 here, Dukes. Coach C, good job to haul that one in, and he takes it ahead for the first down.
That blitz was picked up nicely. It was, I believe, Jaden Dahlke came in the game, and he came off the edge free. You see him there, but it was picked up nicely by Isaiah Cage, the left tackle. That gave Dukes a chance to get it over into that slant route. And a nice catch by Coaxing.
Fourth catch of the game for Coaxing. Keeps the drive alive. Now down to the Rider 36. Dukes this time right over the middle. Nice throw and catch there as he gets it to Rasheed Bailey quickly.
He was threading the needle there, wasn't he?
Not wasting any time.
Rolling out. There's a small window right here to get it in there to Bailey, and there's that window. It closed quickly. There's Thurman coming across. Confidence.
Knocking on the door of the red zone here are Dukes and the Argos. Bailey and Carey to his left and right. Extra protection. Dukes still in trouble though. Gets it away. Incomplete. Right over the middle. Sales working against Coaxey. A heck of a battle that the Riders win.
Well, this blitz, it was actually given away a little bit by C.J. Rivas. He came up once and then had to back off. That's picked up, so Cameron Dukes knows he has that blitz picked up. Now, it does collapse on him, but this is the route he was trying to get to. Good close again by Sales. That's back-to-back.
Another 2nd and 10 for Dukes. Gets it away out into the flat to Carey. There's a flag as he throws. Carey pushing ahead. Be shy of the first down. Like I mentioned, a flag on the play. It's a hold against the Argos.
Holding, Toronto, number 66. 10-yard penalty, repeat 2nd down.
Isaiah Cage, he's got to deal with an inside move here. And you'll see number 66, the left tackle, he'll get the holding call. He takes his pass pro technique. Brian Cox Jr. going inside on that move, and he has to bring him down.
2nd and 20, just 3 on the D-line for Saskatchewan. Dukes out into the flat again. Good time he misses Kadeem Carey. And a field goal opportunity set up here for Haralahu.
Big play by Brian Cox Jr. on that move on Isaiah Cage. I mentioned off the top that Dijon Allen and Cage are really in their primes right now. They both got over 4 years of experience. They're 30 years old. They know the game well. They're playing excellent on those tackle spots. That inside move got Cameron Dukes into 2nd and long.
Haralahu from 40. He's 1 for 2 on the evening. That is not, no doubt here. Straight down the gut, and the Argos make it a 1-point ball game. Patterson, Schaefer Baker, and the rest of this Riders offense. Back to work when we're history at the 2024 Copa America once again. Tune in as they advance to the knockouts for the first time ever tomorrow at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on TSN. Do you support Team Canada? Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes.
Looks just like you.
Oh, man.
Dude, they mold that off your head back in the day, or how'd that work?
No, they didn't. Get the stash going back then.
7 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. After the field goal, of course, the Riders scrimmage from the 40 as Ouellette once again up the middle, about 5 yards on that first down carry.
Someone's slow to get up there for Saskatchewan.
Maybe a cramp there for left tackle Trevor Reed, 24-year-old out of Louisville.
Yeah, that's exactly what I could hear. You could hear it on the parabolic mics. That's technical talk.
You're such a TV nerd.
No idea what it means, but you could pick it up there saying cramp, cramp. Trying to stretch out that calf now.
No thanks.
That brings in Zach Fry at Western.
23-year-old Fry will get into the game for now. We'll step away as they stretch out Trevor Reed.
Some food for the food bank.
Either way, makes a big impact in every community that they visit and has for a long time. 2nd and 5 for the Riders. Pressure right up the middle. Patterson gets it away. Down the field, trying to drop it in there, and it's broken up. Mechie working against Emelis. And Mechie gets the last laugh.
When McManus is going on a blitz here, he's going to come around and watch the block by his old teammate in Ouellette. He's going to step up and allow Patterson to throw. He goes to the outside. He just chips him, gets enough of him to slow him down. That gives Patterson a chance to launch it. And that's just good defensive play at the end by Mechie.
Kept that hand in there to knock it away. Orshak lets it fly. Good kick this time. Backing up Grant, takes it just outside his own 10. Denarian Grant got for a 53-yard kick right up the middle. Back just shy of the 30. Dukes and the Argos trailing 13-12 on the road.
I asked him, okay, well, what did you have to tell the guys this week? Because it's your defense that's trying to stop your son. And he said, well, I told him this. I'm not rooting against him, but just remember, if you hurt him, you have to come look me in the eyes afterward.
Oh, that's great. Awesome night from Daniel's family. And I look forward to working with my son when he eventually replaces you here in the booth.
I hear you. That's fantastic, and some serious arms on Dad too. Like,
oh yeah.
You don't want to mess with Dad, I don't think.
It's gotta be a weird vibe going up against your kid out there, but you know, you want to win, but you always want to have your boy to have success.
You'd be nothing but proud is what you'd be, and you also want your DBs to make the tackle.
That's true too. Hit him, just don't hurt him. 1st and 10 for Toronto on their own 30, down by 1. Near side, Sindani for the first time tonight. He's got it, turns it upfield for a first down before Roland Milligan takes him down.
Starting to get Sindani involved a little bit. That looked like something they'd seen. They saw the zone. Milligan dropped out of there, so they went out to Sindani, who former Calgary Stampeder. Way back in the day, 2017, he was an 8th-round pick and put together a nice career. The only issue for Sindani throughout his career has been a lack of opportunity. Being that wide side wideout at times, not seeing the ball quite as much as the short side would see it.
Up to the 44, just over 5 to play in the 3rd quarter, and they'll get it in the hands of Grant on a reverse. And Grant pushing ahead, bounces off one tackle, still going. There's a flag and an injured player back near midfield. It was Lanier who was slow to get up.
Yeah, that might have been a... First of all, the play was outstanding, but I'm wondering if, by the looks of it, it's going against the Argos. Over to Wachi, I believe.
Before yards were gained, face mask, Toronto, number 36. It's a 15-yard penalty, and we'll repeat first down.
Wachi out there on Milligan. 40 yards gain, face mask there, pulls Milligan away. That's the penalty. Takes away a nice looking play. That was a good looking play by the Argos offense. A little fake in the run and then around to Janarian Grant.
Anytime you can get him a touch, it's dangerous. Milligan, though, always around it, always involved. Dukes out to his right. Over the middle, intercepted, sliding underneath. Who else? Roland Milligan. He's got his 2nd interception of the season. And the Riders defense gets the ball back again.
You know, whether you're a veteran quarterback or a young guy, and you know Cameron Dukes knows it. He knows it immediately. Sometimes you can get away with it, and especially when you're athletic and can run like Dukes can run. It's a full sprint this way, and he throws back against the grain. We say it all the time, but, you know, sometimes you get away with it. So you start thinking, you know what, I can knife it in there. But Milligan was on the fly. Watch how quickly he closes. He knows that you can't put enough heat on the ball to get it there quickly. Coxey's open initially, but Milligan gets there because he threw against the grain.
Talked a lot about Milligan and Deontay Williams in this game. They both have interceptions. Riders work from the 45. A.J. Ouellette spinning ahead. He's got a first down, powering his way right through that Argos defense.
Like a choice play, almost an RPO or riding the side type play where Patterson could have pulled it there, but he saw what he liked what he saw at the line, and he gave it to 45.
Fraser Sopik now with the Argos. He's down on the field on one knee, having a chat with the staff. Looked like a little smile there from one of the members of the Argos staff, and Sopik's up. All right, walking off.
Another Western kid that was U Sports' most outstanding defensive player in his college days. I'm seeing Trevor Reed trying to gut it out, but he had the calf issue, and it looks like he
cramping back up again.
Yeah, exactly. He can't shake it, which would indicate that it could get pulled if you keep trying.
After the first down for Ouellette, the Riders will work from the Argo 35. He stands in behind his quarterback, Patterson. Patterson turns, gives it to him. Ouellette taken down after getting a couple. Once again, right up the middle. McManus there to meet him.
One of the keys for a defender like Wynton McManus or any of the front seven for the Argos is when A.J. Ouellette is this deep. See how far behind he is of Shea Patterson? And if I'm playing defense right now, I'm telling the front seven, guys, it's a run. It's a run in the middle because they want to give Ouellette some more room to get some momentum down, to pick his hole, to find his hole. Let the O-line kind of use that timing to make their blocks. And it's also a read, though, for McManus.
Argos are going to bring 7. They get it away. Keyshawn Johnson's got it. He'll take it down to the 10 before he's taken down.
Strong hands, nice move after the fact, but blitz recognition again. If Patterson doesn't have a target here, he gets sacked. But you see how Keyshawn Johnson just sat down there. He saw the blood pressure. He knew he just had to present a target and then do some work with it after.
Riders coming into this game 83% in the red zone this season. Looking to finish here again and extend the lead. A.J. Ouellette waits in behind his quarterback. Will he get the ball? Yes. Runs into a wall of Argos, though, right at the line of scrimmage.
Someone went up over the top late in that one. Watch this. McManus is on the outside. There's that the play's over there. It's
everybody get in.
Jonathan Eduardo just goes over top and kind of surfed. He surfed the crowd there, and then jumped off and went, no, never mind.
Wasn't me.
Nothing happened. Yeah, nothing to see here.
Patterson looking towards the end zone. Can he get there? No, he's going to take off on the run. Down to the 5. Patterson to the end zone. Got it! Touchdown, Riders! Shea Patterson does it himself.
We haven't seen a lot of it tonight, but he can go now. He can run. And here's a great example of it. Robbie Smith stayed high. He cut underneath there and then outrun the angle.
Lothar in to make it an 8-point ball game. And he does.
Sudden change. You get sudden change because your defense creates a turnover. Every quarterback will tell you you want to go in there and score right after. Keep that momentum rolling. Roland Milligan with a pick.
4 plays, 45 yards later in just over 3 minutes. It's in the end zone.
And as a DB, you love it. Because that's like you just contributed offensively. So here's the pick. Milligan on the fly. Duke throws against the grain, pays for it here. And as you mentioned, 4 plays later, 45 yards and 3 minutes. Nice job catching that one from Keyshawn Johnson. And then Patterson
Contacting the kicker.
takes it home.
Toronto, number 28. That penalty is declined. Convert is good.
He saw that corner. He was gone, wasn't he?
Yep.
Superman's out. Finds the end zone, gives his team an 8-point lead late in the third quarter of his first Canadian Football League start. His defense helping him out big time today, though. Fumble recovery, couple of interceptions, holding the Argos in check thus far.
Yeah, now the key is for both teams. I mean, Cameron Duke's got to regroup from that decision on one sideline, and Corey Mason, his guys, can't celebrate too soon. I mean, we've seen 75% of these games this year go down to the final 3 minutes. They're still a one-possession game. See how Duke's bounced back.
Father kicks it to Janarian. Grant takes it just inside his own 15. Grant with one move, trying to find a little bit of space, and they trip him up and take him down. DeMarcus Fields with the initial contact that eventually led to Grant hitting the turf.
So this is part of the learning process for young quarterbacks. It's not about the interception that you threw. It's not about that. It's about what happens next. Let's see young Cameron Dukes go to work here.
Patterson watches on. There's his counterpart on the other side. Takes the snap a little bit high, but he gets it down. And he gets it into the belly of Kadeem Carey. And Carey keeps going. He's got a first down. Some hard yards for Kadeem.
Deonta McMahon is also on the field. They go with 2 backs in the backfield, and Kadeem Carey is one of them. And then sort of give the defense one look going one way with McMahon and then go the opposite direction with Kadeem Carey.
14 yards on that attempt from Kadeem Carey. He only had 9 in the game prior to that. Got him outside that time. Toss it back to him again. Carey, a nice move. He's got another first down as the Argos get marching on the ground. First sign of life for this outstanding rushing attack in the entire evening.
Lake Corte Moore is playing defensive line now. Anthony Neer got up slow a couple of series ago. I don't see him in the lineup right now. So not a surprise that Kadeem Carey becomes a feature guy from Dinwiddie's offense when there's some banged up defenders.
Deonta McMahon in there now. Carey over for a breather. Tavares Daniels with Milligan right in his face. Let that one fly by. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It is the Riders on top, 20-12 at home, looking for a 4-0 start on the season. It's right there for the taking. Can they finish? Don't go anywhere. 20-12. It's been an interesting game. Good defense from the Riders. That turnovers really stands out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Both these teams coming into this game tonight pretty good in the giveaway, takeaway category, but that's a telling tale right there. Always is. In fact, I heard from a coach this year that if you turn the ball over 3 times or more, your chances of winning drop to 2%.
They go from slim to none, basically, is what we're saying here, right?
Yeah, and the coach was Dave Dickinson, the Calgary Stampeders, who played Montreal this weekend, but he did some math, and it's in both leagues, that if you turn it over...
North and south of the border.
Yeah, you turn it over 3 or 4, or 3 or more times, your chance of winning the game drop to just 2%. Now, the Argos have good field position, and
well, that's the thing. Like, usually if you were to lose the turnover battle by 3 or more, really got no chance, but they still have a chance in this game, down
absolutely.
just 8.
One possession and good field position here. But a second and long, and Milligan's making plays.
Milligan, he's got 2 tackles, a special team tackle, an interception. He's just been all around. And Jameer Thurman leads the Riders defense with 6 tackles so far. The Riders have sent 5. Dukes over the middle, gets it to Neal. He's got a first down, broke 1 tackle, and then eventually stopped. Dalkey and Williams there to bring him down.
Like again, remember when we saw McManus going on a blitz? This time we're going to see Jameer Thurman go on a blitz, and where does he throw it? Right where Thurman left. So this is a pretty easy read for Cameron Dukes. Even young quarterbacks, he sees the middle linebacker leave the middle, and he knows he's got one route going right in there.
Jaden Dalkey comes back out of the game. Anthony Lanier back into the middle of that defensive line on the Riders. Dukes working from the Saskatchewan 34. 3 options out to his wide side right. Riders are going to bring a ton again. Dukes steps underneath. A tackle. Spins off another. Trying to push back to the line of scrimmage, but he will not get there.
2 young guys just doing whatever they got to do. I mean, this is... I'm sure Dinwiddie would say, look, make the first one miss, but we also want to be smart about taking too many hits. And I know the young guys want to make it happen. Rivas, an error in judgment there to get up on and jump.
Second and long. Dukes out of the pocket again. On the run this time. He'll keep it himself. Stumbles. Tries to push ahead. And he's just shy. Needed 12.
Yeah.
Got 11.
Yeah. I think close enough that maybe Dinwiddie would think about this now. I mean, you're...
Oh, yeah.
See the spot of the ball goes back a little bit, but they're at least going to line up.
No hesitation. Dukes. Short yardage. Flags on the play as he kicks it over to the right a bit and pushes ahead.
How about that from Cameron Dukes? Just want to make up for that interception on the last series. He comes out, he tries to make 6 guys miss on the last play. Finally, he was pulled down.
Offside, Saskatchewan, number 95. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Then he pulls the ball down on a second and longer than 10 and guts it out to get to within a yard, and there's your short yardage first down play. It didn't matter anyway because the Riders lined up offside.
Fresh set. On the edge of the red zone. 4 receivers up to the right for Dukes. They'll set up a screen. Leo comes back for it. 2 yards on that first down pickup. Thurman over there to make the tackle. His 7th of the ball game.
Now you're getting down inside the 20s, where we often see man-to-man defense. Dinwiddie knows that. And that would take us probably back to the short side of the field, which is right below our vantage point down here, where Coxie and DeVaris Daniels have been lining up. Now this time they're up to the field.
They're on the far side this time. Wide side of the field for Dukes. Looks to the near side. He's got Rasheed Bailey. Bailey steps inside the 5, and he's he's got a first down for the Argos.
Well, they do work that same side, but they just switch personnel and put Rasheed Bailey.
Moving quickly here, high snap, Dukes gets it down. There's a flag as he managed to tuck it into the belly of McMahon. But a flag as well.
Offside, Saskatchewan, number 1. Half the distance to the goal. We'll repeat first down.
CJ Rivas offside. They'll take it half the distance. Ball will be placed on the 2. As the Argos look to close the gap here, trailing by 8. Dukes. Kadeem Carey in behind him. Turns, gives it to Carey. Carey stopped immediately. Nowhere to go. Even a loss on the play.
Went double tight, so you bring the big guys in, and then run it right up the middle. Jameer Thurman said, not happening. Jameer Thurman cuts through that line and gets in the backfield.
10th play of the drive for Toronto. 2nd and goal from the Rider 3 here in the 4th quarter. Back on the ground again, lunging in there, and he's got it, Kadeem Carey. Touchdown Argos as they answer back and trail by just 2.
Now, in the first touchdown of the game for the Argos, when Janarian Grant had the return for a touchdown, Ryan Dinwiddie went for 2 there. Got a penalty, didn't get 2. Now he basically is going to go for 2 to try and tie this game up, but that 1 point could become relevant here late in the 4th quarter. Good drive, though. Comeback drive after the pick last series for Cameron Dukes to go 10 plays, 74 yards in over 5 minutes.
Now they look to tie the game at 20. 5 options out to the right. Dukes fakes it. Now dumps it over the middle. Got it. How about that? Rasheed Bailey stayed focused, got control.
Boy, so did Dukes. So did Dukes. He was keeping his eyes downfield, hopping around, finding some room, looking for a throwing lane. There's your touchdown.
We are tied at 20 with just 10 minutes to play here in the 4th.
So Cameron Dukes throws an interception in the last series, comes out, and he's got to come back from it. He goes 10 plays. 5 of them were run plays. A couple good ones from him that end up in a touchdown, but he goes 4 for 5 passing on the drive. Big run for a first down. That's the 2-point convert. We got a tie game. That's how you bounce back from adversity.
Another one coming down to the wire here in the early stages of the CFL season. Alford takes it cleanly all the way already back to the 25. Wrapped up and taken down neatly on the play. Excellent tackle by Adeboboye.
Celebration was quick. Lots of work to do now in the tie ball game. There's your line score. A couple field goals in the 2nd and 3rd for the Argos. Shea Patterson with a great run for a touchdown in this 2nd half.
Riders forcing the Argos into turnovers 3 times, but here we are, still deadlocked. Patterson gets it on his own 25. Ton of protection here. Dumps it over to Emilus. Emilus has a couple of blocks set up and he takes it out. Looks like a first down for Saskatchewan.
I love how Emilus lowers his center of gravity after he catches the ball. He'll catch it and he'll almost squat down, so it's very difficult to wrap your arms around him and get him to the ground as a tackler. So just kind of he'll get a nice low center of gravity, keep those feet moving. Did just that on his touchdown.
3rd catch of the game for Emilus. course, has the one touchdown to show for it as well. A.J. Ouellette this time right up the middle. Pierce, Hawley in on the stop.
And Sopik. He got up, fired up, trying to get his group going.
He's a bit banged up earlier on. Getting some good opportunity to start here in Toronto.
Absolutely. Calgary's 4th round pick back in 19. Most valuable defensive player in the Vanier Cup back in 2017.
2nd and 7. Patterson has that one deflected up for grabs, bouncing around, and eventually falls incomplete. That hit a few different bodies there, didn't it?
Yeah, Sopik again. I mentioned a U Sports most outstanding defensive player back in 18. And it's Sopik again with another play off the edge. He's going to be picked up by Ouellette, but he gets his hands up. He's the guy who tips it up in the air. And it's a ricochet all over the place. Back-to-back plays. Western product.
Korjak set to kick this ball back to Toronto. Grant lurks on his own 20. It's exactly where he takes the kick. There's a flag immediately as he's taken down just outside the 30. Fraser Sopik having himself a game. There's one bounce. Another off tonight. Eric LeBlanc, line judge, working his first game in Regina. He's from out east, but he's got roots here in Regina. Always wanted to work a Riders game, and how about this? His dad and his wife are here.
How can you tell?
Who are they cheering for?
Yeah, how can you tell? That's great.
It's an awesome story.
Yeah, and he was excited about reffing a game in Mosaic Stadium, and guys do a good job. It's a really tough job to do. I don't always agree, but that's okay. They do a great job, so congratulations on his first game in Mosaic.
Dukes gets it to Grant, brought it in neatly with one hand, and now he's got a little bit of space. First down. Second time they've used Denary Grant in the offense this evening.
That's awesome. It's a great idea by Ryan Dinwiddie to get him out there. I mean, his low center of gravity. Now the only downside of it is if you do it too much with a great returner, you almost take away some of his gas in the return game.
Dukes out to his left. On the run again. Micah Johnson trying to track him down. He will not. Look at that. A burst from the QB. And another first down for the Argos.
Both these young guys can run, can't they? I mean, that's great speed to get himself out there and get himself safely out of bounds, too. Micah Johnson's a defensive tackle, so that's a little unfair, but
first downs for Toronto to start this drive. Now Kadeem Carey could not get away. He wanted to, but he was wrapped up and taken down. Baldonado with the tackle.
Second and long, this is a big one. Tie football game. Just over 6 minutes to go. Every second along becomes that much more important.
Three options out to the wide side right here for Dukes. Looks to the left. Throws to the left, and it's intercepted again. Right in midfield, it sails. He's going to take it back to the 20. One more man to beat. It's gone. Pick six for the Riders defense. Sails at house call the other way, and Saskatchewan goes back on top. Wow!
Two interceptions for Cameron Dukes. Both hit the hands of his receivers. That one a little high. But any tip ball, any ball that it's a little bit overthrown. Defensive backs are just too good at this level. Certainly a veteran like Marcus Sayles, who's been in the league 6 years now, takes it back to the house.
Interceptions tonight for Williams, Milligan, and now Sayles. Author to make it a 7-point game. No problem. Just over 6 minutes to go. This Riders defense has been spectacular. 14 points off of turnovers in this game. That time, the touchdown for Sayles.
Coatsy on this route had a chance at it. I mean, it's a bit of a heater, and it is high, but that ball goes through his hands and then into the hands of Sayles. So 2 interceptions on the night for Cameron Dukes, and I'm not giving him an alibi. Let's say that was a 70-30.
Yeah.
But the other one was taken out of the hands of a receiver by Deontay Williams. So not taking anything away from the plays made by the DBs, but it goes down as 2 picks for Cameron Dukes. And
second career pick 6 for Sayles. Now Grant's trying to make something out of nothing here. Wow, nice return. Gets him back out to the 35.
Now the one against the grain, that was him. That was on Dukes. When he threw it across the grain, and it got in, Roland Milligan got it. But take a look at the turnovers tonight for Toronto. There's the one that was basically caught by Coatsy and then stolen from him. And then that was the overthrow to Sayles you just saw that went through the hands of Coatsy. Now that was a bit high, so give him 30%. But the one to Milligan was on Dukes.
Still has time though to get back on track here. This time the ball pops loose. It's blown down right away as Sermon picked it up. He already recovered a fumble earlier in this game himself.
Yeah, he tried to pitch that. And it's underhand, but it was forward, so it would be incomplete. It would be ruled incomplete, not a fumble. But he tried to pitch that. He tried to sneak it in there to Gideon Carey.
Toronto is challenging the previous play for roughing the passer. The play will be reviewed.
Hand up high, right around the neck.
Well, let's see.
It's got to be what they're looking at here.
Yeah, well, I think probably the officials turned away from that because he started moving. It was almost like he was running Dukes. But you know, where he tossed it, he probably still has the protection of the pocket. Let's take a look again. Because see how he's starting to run. Micah Johnson, a little bit extra, but I think that went off his shoulder pads.
Hand came up around the shoulder, but I don't know if it really grabbed on around the shoulder. Let's see. This might be a better look.
That's a shoulder. Yeah, I don't see enough there.
Be pretty surprised if this is overturned.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Second down.
Dinwiddie must have thought that was a bit of a long shot, though. It didn't seem like there was too much there.
Yeah, you know, there was a little bit extra push from Micah Johnson, but it was on the shoulder pads, not the head. If that was on the head, no question, but I didn't see enough there either. I think they got it right.
2nd and 10. Dukes gets this one away. Down the field, intercepted again. 4th of the game. This one's Milligan, and he's going to take it back again. Milligan cuts it inside. Finally tripped up his 2nd of the game. Dukes is 4th, and things go from bad to worse for the Argos.
They confused the young guy, the Rider secondary. They brought Nelson LeCumbo, I should say, up into the line or up into the linebacker area to show that they might be blitzing the safety. That's why Cameron Dukes thought he had a deeper throw in that area. but they didn't. They dropped him out of there, and they played a zone look with Roland Milligan playing off and in the deep third, and he just says, thank you very much. Let's go back the other way.
Third interception of the season for Milligan. Second of the night. Riders defense has played so well tonight. I'm almost surprised the Argos have put up 20 points with the 5 turnovers that they made in this game. A fumble and 4 interceptions. And Milligan has just been all around it again here tonight. One of the best to do it in the Canadian Football League.
I'll show you what I mean about Nelson Lacombo coming up to the line, not the line of scrimmage, but he comes up here like he might come on a blitz. He's usually lined up way back here in this area, and then they drop into a 3-deep zone. And when they drop into that zone now, it's going to be tough to throw this deeper throw from Cameron Dukes. There's 21. He's dropping backs, not going on the blitz. 1, 2, 3 in the back end, and that's one of those guys was Roland Milligan.
So they work from the Toronto 10. Tossing it outside to A.J. Ouellette. He's upended and taken down. Argos closed quickly there. Brinkman eventually finished him.
Well, we've seen him come back from an interception, and we've seen him come back and throw a second interception. What has he got? Because there's lots of time left.
We talked about Patterson making his first career start here. Just the 6th career start of Dukes.
Oh, both young guys.
Yeah.
Young guns, man.
Something to learn from in this game as well. Second down for the Riders. Patterson keeps it again. Tracked down from behind by McManus. We'll drag him back a little bit. That'll bring up third down.
Well, I'll tell you what, some of those big boys up front want to go for it here.
And they're going to. Wow.
Jamarcus Hardrick was one of them. Say, come on, let's go get this.
This is 3rd and 3.
Yeah,
you're only up by 7. Field goal makes it a 10-point game.
I'm taking the 3 here. I'm taking the 3 here. And listen, Corey Mays, he's going to call timeout. He's going to think about this.
He changed his mind, didn't he?
Well, it makes it a 2-possession game.
Saskatchewan.
And that's a chip shot for Brett Lowther. I mean, sure, something can go wrong on the snap or the hold or whatever, but you know, you don't get this on 3rd down. You just give a whole bunch of momentum to Toronto in a 1-score football game. You got to take the points.
Unnecessary risk.
Yeah, he thought about it. But I saw Jamarcus Hardrick, a couple of the old linemen, just yelling, come on, let's go, let's go. And I could see, you know, you're tempted, but.
Quite a statement if you go for it and you punch it in. But my goodness, the downside to that, not ideal. Instead, a chip shot for Lowther. Just 11 yards, right hash, puts it home. The lead is now 10 for the Riders as the Argos trail by the exact same score they lost by last week.
Yeah, Corey Mays you know, he's new at this too. And he just called that timeout just in time. We're going to see Nick Arbuckle.
Arbuckle, bunch of different stops along the way. Second stint with Toronto. Veteran guy. Down 10 here, but no more punishment tonight for Cameron Dukes.
No, but the Argos need a field goal and a touchdown. the decisions by Dinwiddie on this drive, depending if they get in, second and long.
Clock creeps inside 3 minutes. Arbuckle into the game as an immediate completion, but a tackle by Milligan once again as he's there to track down Rasheed Bailey. And that will take us to the 3-minute warning. The Riders are 2 minutes and 51 seconds away from a 4-0 start. Oh, there is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. I'll show you.
I will see you tomorrow. I don't leave till tomorrow afternoon. I got plans for lunch. How do you not now?
There you go.
Arbuckle, pressure, gets it away, far side. And taken out just beyond the 45. Tommy Neal, who's been somewhat busy tonight.
2 possessions got to go. See, this is the decision by Corey Mace. If he decided to go for the touchdown there, didn't get it, and it was a 1-possession game, Brian Dinwiddie could punt right now.
Can't do it down 10.
Nope.
Got to go here. 3rd and 3. Can the Riders defense make another big play? Arbuckle over the middle. He's got a completion down to the 45. Lacombo with the tackle after the catch was made by Bailey.
Big one gets a new set. And this one, I mean, now they're about 5 yards in field goal range, so I need both.
Just over 2 minutes to work. Arbuckle from the pocket again, lays it out there. That's complete. That'll be a first down as he goes to Coxie. 5th catch of the game for Coxie. Conversation on the near side of the field. On the spot.
Trying to get help from the command center.
Yeah.
They're going to move it up.
Yeah, it should be down. They missed it by 5 yards.
After automatic review, the ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. That'll be a first down, Toronto.
That is a first down for the Argos. Arbuckle into the game has started 4 for 4, trying to move this ball quickly as that clock not doing him and the Argos any favors here.
No, but the official respot stopped it.
Two options out to the wide side, left top of your screen. That's batted down and falls incomplete. First incompletion for Arbuckle since checking in.
Now, for everyone just sitting in the bar watching this game, talking to their buddies or their wife or whatever you're talking to, do you kick the field goal right now, go onside, try and get one more possession, and save as much time as you can on the clock? Because you're in field goal range right now, and you need both.
That's a good debate, isn't it? Arbuckle. Coxie up for grabs. Oh, that would have been a heck of a way. A fitting finish for the Riders to seal it with an interception, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Now you kick the field goal for sure.
And that is what they will do. Haralahu.
And that play, that should have been caught. Coxie's had a couple of issues with that tonight. That play took how much time? 8 seconds off the clock.
Arbuckle.
He's fighting it a little bit. And a couple of interceptions, his fault.
Haralahu to make it a 7-point game. And he puts that one through. Just getting going with another week of CFL action. We'll continue tomorrow. tomorrow as the Red Blacks go head-to-head with the Bombers. Tune in at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, only on TSN.
Looking for their first win, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And Chris Strebler gets the start.
Gets the start there. I'd like to welcome viewers joining us, TSN 4 and 5. Where have you been? Great finish here in the second half, a game that started as a defensive battle. Some points being tossed on the board here in the second half.
Mickey Donovan, the special teams guys, always so fired up.
Has a message to send there,
They are always so fired up. This is the onside kick team he's sending out there. And for the Riders, it's called the hands team. Expecting an onside kick. You're right in the bubble with 156 that you can almost kick it deep. If it was 210, you probably kick it deep and get a 2 and out.
Yeah, trying to get the 2 and out. Defense has done a decent job against the run tonight.
Yeah. You might be able to kick it deep now at 156. It's still not.
Well, Mario Alford is going to background here. Arvelahu does just that.
Yep.
Kicks it over the head of Alford, who has to go back. Takes a bounce. Alford takes it at the 5. And will take a knee at the 12.
Well, that's a safe play because when you surrender, you don't get hit and cough it up. But that's exactly what the Argos thought. They looked at it right in the bubble. Again, I think 210, it's an automatic. You kick it deep. 156, 159, it's close, and it's a decision. They decided to go deep. Now the defense needs a 2 and out. And, you know, you're playing against a quarterback in his first start. Showed some great things tonight, but...
Well, and you have to think this ball is going to A.J. Ouellette, who's at least almost got 60 yards, but on 15 carries.
At least on first down, yeah.
Adams returns, hands it off, and taken down almost immediately. Argos say the ball popped out. They're trying to hop on it. No way. No way.
McManus.
Okay.
Winded.
Being called the ground cause.
Timeout. Toronto.
Wynton McManus makes this play. He's gonna. We talked about this at the get-go, and these two guys, Franklin turns him in and hits him low. McManus takes him down, and it looks like when the forearm hits the turf,
yeah,
it bounces out.
Well, that would have been insane. But this is the situation we talked about.
Yep.
2nd and 10, first career start for Patterson. You're putting him in a big spot here right now.
Yeah, this is big. This is deep in your own end. Definitely don't want to turn it over, but you got to push it. You got to throw an intermediate throw here, or throw it underneath. See if your receiver can make a couple guys miss.
Big 2nd and 10, inside 2 minutes here on Thursday Night Football. Patterson looks to his left, throws to his left. Picton's wide open, turns it upfield. He's got a first down for the Riders. Picton just waiting for that ball on the sideline, and he got it.
You know, Patterson's been on the big stage in college football. He's been playing in front of big crowds, and he shows it here. He just steps in. That's a tight pocket closing around him. He makes the right read, gets it out to Picton. Nice completion. That's big.
The clock runs as Patterson looks to seal this game away. 1st and 10 from the 25. Ouellette beats his former club. Gets a couple of yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So Toronto does not have a timeout left. And a running play, the clock will start as soon as the official puts it down and blows the whistle to wave it in. So this is the game for Toronto defensively. Hit the stop. They may have, what, 45 seconds with the ball after a punt?
Second and 8 for Patterson. What a big first down for Picton just moments ago. Argos will bring some pressure up the middle, trying to get to him. Patterson escapes in the run. Out to his right, over the middle. He's got Picton again. That'll pretty
know what I think McManus just did? He went, okay, nice job, young man. That was, I'll give you props for that, because talk about being cool under pressure. Robbie Smith has him for a sack. When McManus gives him a bump, he throws way across the middle. Remember when Cameron Dukes got in trouble for this? Threw an interception to Milligan. He finds Picton over the middle. Crosses body, full run with McManus hitting him. How about that?
Just wide open. Couple huge catches here for Picton. A.J. Ouellette, little hurdle for good measure. Takes it out to the 44.
Look at Patterson up there just in case that ball came out. He wants his first win, doesn't he? First start in the CFL. Taking a big deep breath, got 30 seconds to go. Watch him follow this play. He's going around the corner and he sees Ouellette up there. Now he's going, oh, hang on, I better be careful. I want to see, make sure if there's any, that ball comes out anywhere, he's going after. He'll take a knee now.
Ball game.
Patterson didn't light the world on fire tonight, but look after the football, used his feet in some key moments, and he has led the Riders with the help of his defense to a victory over the Argos. One play left. Corey Mace, what a start.
What a start, and what a great moment in tonight's game when Corey Mace almost went for it on 3rd down and 4 to go down on the 4-yard line and changed his mind to make it a 2-possession game.
For the first time in over a decade, the Riders have started the season 4-0.
Shea Patterson can correct some things. He'll go back and look at the video of his first start, but he can be proud of making the plays he needed to make, especially in this. He needed 2 first downs to seal the deal here in this game in a